I think I owe to you guys, my viewers, an explanation as to why I've been as inactive as I have been since the past few months. There are two main reasons for this, and I will explain both. For one, I've always had this problem where I didn't have enough time to prepare proper videos for the channel. At least not up to the standard that I wanted to. So either I ended up compromising a lot in quality, or I would be forced to upload a lot of simple videos and vlogs. And that's not what I wanted the bulk of my channel to be. I want to be an information/comedy channel. This has led a few times to me becoming inactive for a long period of time. Now, to deliver on the level that I wanted to, I decided I required more experience and above all more material. So, since December 2018 I've been working on scripts for the channel, working on some content in advance. I initially wanted to make about 80 videos for the entire year, and I expect to be done with preparations in February, maybe March. The things I was working on were all quality scripts, mind you, so good content with a lot of information, not comparable to a simple vlog like this one. So, as time went on, I wanted to add more and more to my 2019 message, and around May I realized that I still had a lot of work to do, and I decided that I should count the amount of scripts that I had been working on. And it turned out that I had been working on about 200 scripts. So more than twice as much as I had originally planned. A lot of these I had to scrap. These, there was no way I was going to do 200 videos in not even an entire year, but I still want to do at least about 100 by the end of 2019, and that's really pushing it. We'll see how far we'll get. Okay, and I know it might not seem like I've been working on YouTube. However, during all these months I was so busy creating material that I was sacrificing gym time and even a part of my social life. Sometimes I was spending up to 12 hours a day writing material, just writing material. So it might look like I had abandoned YouTube, but I've been working on it harder than ever before. And this is of course not just scripts for videos. There's a lot of content that I've planned besides just YouTube, and if everything goes well, then at least 2020 will be an amazing year for Machismo, I will say that much. I think that it will be more than obvious once I start to produce again that I've made tremendous growth during this time. There have been several times that I've chosen to rewrite scripts and material that I was previously satisfied with, simply because the way that I now construct dialogue has improved so much over the months, and I'm still improving. I've always felt that there has been, many moments of what I call stone cold English in my videos, but a lot less of that will be apparent in my new content. Of course, there were times that I decided that I had to take a break. You cannot spend all your time working because, frankly, it doesn't work. Especially not for someone like me that needs to be physically active. But now my grand plan, my grand master scheme is almost done. I could have uploaded a lot of videos like these, simple vlogs, but like I said, didn't feel like that would have been the best course of action. I want to deliver quality, and I do not want to upload 6 months of, this. So what's coming? This year and a part of next year I want to focus a lot on diet. I really want to bring out a lot of content on nutrition. Not only vegan stuff, but I want to bring out interesting information that can be used by everyone. Like the boron videos that I did some while ago. Just good information that everyone benefits from. Of course, I will finally reveal my own diet. It's going to be big. I promised back in December to reveal it. It's it's finally going to happen. And the reason that it took so long, again, it has to do with that over time I wanted to do things bigger and bigger. But there's also another reason, and I will probably address that in the next Edtalk. Initially, I had a very simple plan, but a lot more information is coming out about my diet in, I hope, no longer than 2 weeks from now, but I expect it will take about a month. Then I will do an announcement, and from there on out it won't take very long until I will do videos on my diet. So there will also be a lot of fitness videos. I have about 50 videos, fitness videos scripted. That's probably more than I've done in the last 3 years. Especially a lot of bulwark stuff is coming. And of course, next to that, there will also be a lot of vlogs, and that classic machismo craziness will be included. You can be sure of that. So as far as pathetic excuses go, that was the first main thing. I was preparing material and I just kind of screwed up, learned a lot from it. Plans kept changing, and I spent too much time writing, not going to make the same mistakes in the future. On the other hand, once I get back, I should be able to upload a lot of content from there on out, and the quality will be on another level. I will emphasize this, I've grown, and that much will be obvious, I can promise you. Now, lacking good material alone is of course not enough reason to not upload, at least on occasion. So the second thing is, I have never had a really good setup. Now, many people can create great videos with just a phone, and this is what I've done for the longest time. But as time went on, I wanted to add a bit more quality to my content. So I got a mic, a few tripods, selfie sticks. Later on I managed to buy lighting, backgrounds. The later was partly financed by my Patreons, which I will address at the end of this video, by the way. So, if you are a Patreon, the later part of this video is definitely interesting to you. I also started to script videos and work with a teleprompter. Shortly after that, I got myself a new computer to edit on, and it made things a lot easier and better. The difference between my videos from this year and from the beginning of 2018, it's a huge difference. It looks a lot better. And on one hand, I was satisfied with that quality. However, things also became a lot more complex to set up. Instead of putting my phone on a cupboard and starting the camera, I now had to set up 5 different tripods with equipment on them. Not that that is a problem, but a lot more had to be done to make the magic happen. It also means that you have to depend a lot on a lot more stuff, and if something goes wrong, like for example one thing breaks, you are screwed. And as I've learned, if you want to have a good setup for filming, but you don't want to spend the money, you're gonna have yourself a bad time. As time went on, more and more stuff went wrong. For one, I lost the ability to use my teleprompter, and after a system update on my newest phone, I lost the ability to use a microphone. Very typical stuff for an Android update. So I now had to film on my older phone, which is fine, but not ideal. It's quite buggy, and to be honest, it makes filming somewhat tedious. That's putting it lightly. All of this was very demotivating because I tried to make a really good video, but it would sometimes take longer to set up everything than to just film the video. So for starters, I had decided that I absolutely needed a well-functioning camera with a microphone more fit for vlogging, and I needed proper software. I needed proper software for editing and for teleprompting. So I've been looking at a €1,500 investment in total. Really a lot more if you look at all the other things that came beforehand. And it took some time to save up for that. But I finally have the money, and I am going to be working with a proper setup, with a proper system camera included. This is going to make things a lot easier and time effective. Not to mention, expect a noticeable increase in film quality. Yes, machismo is finally going pro, baby. Lastly, I also want to apologize personally to my Patreons. I made a promise to upload to my Patreon, and that didn't happen, for the reasons that I've explained. To compensate for this, I'm going to do a few things. I'm no cheat. I will deliver what what you have been promised. So don't worry. For starters, instead of uploading 2 early video releases for my Bulwark content, I'm going to upload 3 Bulwarker videos every month. And I will try to do this until I'm back on schedule. If you have donated in the past, but you've discontinued your Patreon subscription, just send me a message through my new business email, which you can find in the description below, and I will send you the exclusive content for the months that you have paid. Next to Bulwark content, this will also include other exclusive videos and deals. I will make sure that you will feel adequately compensated for your support. You will also get the goodies that you were promised beforehand and more. Regardless, if you decide to support me in the future or not, doesn't matter, you're going to get what you paid for. The support that I've received from my Patreons, my friends, family, the Bulwark Company, all of you truly have inspired me to take this more serious, and I just wanted to do it as well as possible, and I didn't plan it the way I should have. I messed up my schedule and became very inactive for many months. However, the payoff for that is that I have grown a lot, and I can now focus on bringing content on a level never seen before on this channel. Now is the time to let this thing go through the roof. Are you excited? You should be. Expect new videos very soon. Everyone, have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow when I will reveal my new setup. Maybe I will reveal it later this day. Who knows? Goodbye!